Cancer, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a fabulous birthday season so far. We're in the midst of Cancer season. Some of my favorite vibes, favorite energy. My best friend's a Cancer and I love Cancers. So I hope you're feeling loved, honored, blessed, supported. I hope you're having a fabulous celebratory time. Cancer energy is definitely needed right now. It's perfect timing. We've been going through a lot. There's been a lot shifting and changing in the collective. Pluto's in retrograde. We also have a few planets going into retrograde this month as well. Neptune to start us off, beginning of the month. And then Saturn and Mercury are going to follow mid-month. So Neptune in retrograde is really challenging. It's in Aries as well. So it's challenging us to trust ourselves, to trust our instincts, what we're sensing, picking up, feeling around people, dynamics, situations, especially things that feel a little bit off or a little bit fishy, or they're just not quite working out. We really want to pay attention to those things. Not only what's happening, but how it's making us feel, what it's making us think about ourselves. Where are we? What mental tapes is it playing for us, right? Is it good? Is it affirming? Is it loving, supportive? Or is it just kind of bringing out things that are making you feel low and worthless and uncomfortable? And those are never easy things to acknowledge because we want everything to be perfect and people to love us how we want them to love us, etc. But unfortunately, sometimes there's just a disconnect. And right now there definitely is a reshuffle in the collective. That's why I'd like to start off the readings with these energy cleansings. Just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. Cleanse out any blocks, obstacles we might be coming into. It's a great time to set your own intention for the reading as well, Cancer, especially if you've come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your personal situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're looking for more of a rebalancing of self, alignment of your mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we are aligned in self, when we know ourselves, what we want, connected to who we are, that is where we're manifesting our happiness, our abundance from, right? When we're disconnected, not so much. It's really hard to find longevity in things. So I would love to help support in whatever way possible. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box. Sorry, below. All right, Cancer, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that you may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, Cancer, it feels like I feel like you're trying to proactively get over something or move past something, move on, and it's not just, I don't know, I feel like you're just really cleansing out. That's what I was kind of picking up. This value of burning away. Yeah, it is that what doesn't serve you any longer, but it's also just this value of the discomfort, the frustration, the annoyance, the places that you've put up with certain things that really are not yours to put up with, that are not your responsibility. It does feel like you've been struggling for a minute, and you've kind of been going back and forth. And I feel like whatever you're dealing with, it's like you really want certain things to manifest out of this. To some capacity you're trying, to some capacity you're not. It's not like something hasn't been meant to evolve quite yet. And I feel like it's been very annoying surrendering through the process, letting go, not letting certain aspects of this dominate, control you, not letting it kind of overcloud or overshadow, cloud your judgment is what I meant to say. Interestingly enough, this week we're seeing the air element enlivened in the astrology. Ooh, and as I'm saying this, communication pops out. Air element is connected to communication, also what we think, how we process, mental, specifically mental processing, our intelligence. And I feel like it's giving you an opportunity to kind of diffuse some of the annoyance. It does look like you've been holding off on something for a minute because you had to. I feel like you had to take a step back. There was something that you wanted. There was something, and here's the thing. It looks like you're aligning with it a little bit more this week. I feel like we saw that last week, right? Like you were kind of on the precipice of really putting some energy into someone or something. You've been holding back for a while, not good, bad, right, or wrong. It's like what you felt like you needed to do. I think you needed to see things for yourself. You needed to see what was what without any or many influences. Like, I don't know. I think you really wanted to like trust the people and the situations around you. And it kind of feels like you had to eliminate certain people, certain players. And now that, I don't know, but it kind of, what I'm seeing is like not much has changed. Not much has changed for you. If anything, it's kind of confirming whatever was going on before, whatever is kind of bringing in the difficulty, the challenge, the toxicity. It could be someone who's just making things difficult, saying they're healing, saying they're doing one thing when in fact they're not. But I also see you, like I said, I don't see you as much focused on the past because you have this been there, done that energy. I know exactly what this is. I know exactly what this brings me, and you're less interested in it. But you've also been holding back. You've been holding back because you didn't want to make things more complicated. You wanted to keep things simplistic. You have a lot going on anyway. You have had a lot going on. But you're starting to become more attracted to something that you put on hold. This is something that I feel like you are kind of proactively manifesting. Again, because whatever you've been dealing with is not giving you the results that you want. And I'm not trying to make you sound cold-hearted because I don't necessarily get that vibe from you. I think there's been things about this that have felt pretty limiting. Like there's a reason why you were saying no to something, you know? And again, probably because you had a lot of other things going on in the background and you needed things to be more simplistic. But now that they are more simplistic, or whatever you were trying to get to, and there's still this bullshit going on in the background, you're kind of just like, okay, whatever, right? Like, I think you're starting to see places where you have blocked yourself because something is looking very alluring, right? There's a lot of beauty that's surrounding you. There's a lot of potential. This is also like within your own self. I feel like this is like you kind of seeing that, like, again, well, this is what I'm hearing. It's like, you can't change people. People are going to do what they're going to do. And that's what it is. And we have a really hard time accepting that as human beings because often we're in this mode of just like, hoping it works out differently, whatever. We want to commit to it. We want it to be a good thing, etc. And oftentimes writing is on the wall way before we even get to that point. But that's kind of where it looks like you are opening some of these doors this week, Cancer. You're assessing your options. Maybe you're not proactively, well, it shows you reaching out, and they're obviously, Deborah, sorry. And we have communication coming up. So there's something that's pushing you. There's something that's pushing you, something that's like inspiring you, encouraging you. And again, I feel like a lot of this is because of how these other things look, i.e. these things that are just taking for effing ever to to change, or they're not changing at all. You know, I feel like that's more what this is about, because at the end of the day, in order for you to get what you want, you're in manifestation mode, meaning like, however you want to see this, your thoughts are always powerful, but they kind of feel amplified. That's also Neptune going into retrograde, is it really allows us to kind of tap into that deeper knowing. And here's the thing, it's like you have something in front of you that you know you want, that you've been withholding from yourself. I feel like you might be dibble-dabbling in some communication this week around this, Cancer, to see what you can get, to see what your options are, who is open and willing. Because you're not interested in like staying in this any longer. You're not interested in staying in this any longer. And something just keeps like repeating the same mistake over and over and over again. And I just feel like they can't help themselves, or it's just the way things are. I don't allow my emotions to control me 100%. I don't take anything personally, otherwise I get confused. I don't teach others. I don't try to divert their attention from my own entertainment. I just inspire them. I leave others to express as they are. And this is so powerful. You are a water sign. It's easy to get emotional about things. And especially when we feel like people are projecting or pointing the finger, when in fact, it's their own shit that they need to look at. And this is coming up a lot. I think it came up in the collective reading this week, where, you know, sometimes people don't want to take ownership, and projection is very natural, normal thing to do. I feel like you're seeing through this though, however, again, kind of where you are letting go, where you are surrendering. And avoid judging yourself, right? I avoid judging myself. Judgments inside my mind are just opinions and distorted views of reality. I look at everything I have learned objectively. I work within myself to become more present and aware. This way, self-judgment will disappear 100%. And, you know, it's kind of hard because when we give someone either a lot of power or we have commitments attached to them, it's easy to really base our perceptions of ourselves off what they're thinking, what they're saying, what they're projecting. And so much of this is being able to disconnect from that, because I feel like it's also very much connected to whatever this wish fulfillment is, whatever you do have around you, Cancer, that is like something you want. You just have to acknowledge that to yourself. Intuition is a part of me. Intuition is a wise instinct within my balanced inner self that allows me to do things harmoniously. When I listen to my intuition, I produce great ideas and enjoy life. And that's the thing. And I feel that actually from your energy. Like, just because there are some messy things happening, it doesn't mean you have to burn down the house. And I feel like in some ways that's like what you want to do. I was picking that up in the very beginning. It's like, because it would almost be easier, right? But at the same time, overcoming some of, you know, the preconceptions around that, just being honest, it really diffuses things getting too out of control. Yeah, you can't control other people. You can't control if they go crazy or react in a poor way, etc. But a lot of times when we approach it with maturity, with strength, with a level of honesty and vulnerability, our results are that much better, because people don't really have much to fight with about that. You know what I mean? You can't like fight with someone who's just like being authentic about what they think and feel. And especially not in the way, you know, here's the thing. I think you're just done and over with something and you're ready to move on. And now you got to allow yourself to do that. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for your time, energy always. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I'd love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support that you brought to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.